looking at that, and it's funny because I utterly hated the first Captain America movie. That shit was garbage. I hate that shit so much, and it's sad because I like Captain America as a character, and I like, you know, the Marvel movies. Iron Man was great. I enjoyed the Incredible Hulk, not that regular Hulk. Regular Hulk was some old shit, and you know, the Avengers was fantastic. But apparently, they did a really, really good job with Captain America 2, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad to see the Falcons in it, and you know, I hope they do justice to his character. And you know, I hope there's just a lot of badass fight scenes and a bunch of cool shit. And I can't wait to see the little tidbit at the end where they talk about Thanos or whatever the fuck going on. So I'm really looking forward to that. Then after that, you got The Amazing Spider-Man. I think that's the next one. Is it The Amazing Spider-Man or Godzilla, which is the next movie? But Amazing Spider-Man, I'm looking forward to. I really enjoyed the first one. I felt like the only, like, when I talk to people about The Amazing Spider-Man, a lot of people, they say, like, a lot of people I work with, they're like, oh, I love the new Amazing Spider-Man movies, way better than the Tobey Maguire ones. And I'm like, like, I enjoyed the Amazing Spider-Man, but I feel like, I mean, this goes for both movies. I feel like, oh shit, a zombie. I cannot hear this. Wait a minute. I wonder what the zombie says.
Click, 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 click. Jump.
Oh!
Explode.
Uh-oh, explode. Bleh. His damn creepy like, uh-oh, I'm gonna die. But let me turn this stupid shit off. So yeah, now to me, alright, listen here. First things first. I feel like they didn't get Spider-Man right. I feel like they still haven't gotten him 100%. Now, I made the same complaint about the Dark Knight movies with Christopher Nolan and Christian Bale. I love those movies. I really do. I love that trilogy of movies. It's great. I love it to death. But I don't feel like they got Batman right. Is Batman supposed to be a martial artist and a detective? And I feel like he wasn't a detective. And he was more like a boxer in those movies. Which is fine. I mean, you know, whatever. But I still want, like, I want the Arkham Batman, where he does kung fu kicks and shit, and not just having hook fights with Bane. And you know, he deduces shit. Oh, God, he whooping my monkey ass. Stop it. But yeah, like, that's what I want from Batman, and I feel like they didn't get it 100% correct. Which I'm not knocking those movies. Those movies are still great. Like, I fucking love The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. Like, those are probably two of my favorite movies. And when I get my new place, I gotta get a poster of each of them on my wall somewhere, probably over my couch or something, or over my bed. I don't know, so I can sleep and look at it and be like, oh, he's so dreamy. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I really need those to decorate my place with. But yeah, so that was one of my complaints about the first Spider-Man movie. I feel like, you know, they got for the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, I think it's just called Spider-Man. But the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, you know, he was nerdy, which is okay. You know, he had that down pat. And, you know, he also had the acting, whatever, but they didn't have the jokes. Like, I mean, I rewatched Spider-Man 2 recently, I believe. No, I rewatched the first Spider-Man recently. I was at work and it was on TV, so I was just watching it. And, you know, Tobey Maguire, he didn't really tell too many jokes. Like, he made a couple of dumb ones where it's like, oh, you know, God damn it, can I think of one? He said some shit to Flash. I don't remember, but it wasn't enough. I love Peter Parker for the same reason I love Spider-Man, the same reason I love Deadpool. Like, they wisecracking assholes. And the thing I like about, like, it's two characters in the Marvel Universe that are like that. And it's Tony Stark. I'm just like relating everybody to everybody. I love Deadpool because he has a dark sense of humor. That's crazy because he's all fucked up. The shit he went through, I'll be a little crazy too. And I love that about him. The thing I love about Spider-Man is in the deepest shit, like, he could be in the deepest, worst trouble of his life and he'll still be making jokes. And I like that. I mean, this is his character. He when he gets nervous, he cracks jokes to you know, kind of play off the nervousness. And it's just like his mouth just runs. And I can relate to that. Like, when I get real nervous, I just make stupid ass jokes. So let me see, what can I stop this shit up with some gravel. But yeah, in the same way for Tony Stark, like, he does the same shit. He just make dumb ass jokes and don't take shit seriously. God damn it. Come on, Lava, get the fuck out of here, because I know I'm gonna end up killing myself. But yeah, and I feel like they haven't gotten that, you know, 100% down pat with the Spider-Man movies. Another thing is they haven't got the whole genius aspect of Spider-Man down pat. Like he's like the original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire, he had organic web shooters, which I didn't really care about that. Like I was just like, whatever, it is what it is. It just took away the whole I'm out of web. Like that's the only thing that it took away. Like either he shoot web all the time or he gonna shoot web one time, be like I'm out, and then fall. And that's about the only real difference that made. So I don't see why people's like bitching and complaining about it. Why is it like a random light source right here? I'm worried like lava is gonna appear out of nowhere. But yeah, so I didn't really mind that, but I wish he would have created something. And all he did was show how much of a good like artiste he was by making that damn suit. Cause he drew that shit baller. I ain't know Peter Parker was like a fucking artist. But whatever, it is what it is. God damn it. I wasn't trying to put that there. But yeah, so I gotta fucking get through this water. So yeah, I feel like it was just parts of Peter Parker and Spider-Man's character that they just didn't get down pat. But the thing that I really liked about the old Spider-Man movies was the fact that he had the perfect relationship, well not a perfect relationship, but he had a relationship between his villains that I liked. Where they had that weird pseudo father figure relationship with Peter Parker, because you know he didn't have his dad died. Uncle Ben was his father figure, and he bit the fucking dust. So you know he had his father figures in Norman Osborn and Dr. Octavius, and they had that dynamic perfect in the first movies. I was like, yo, I really like that. So when shit hit the fan and he had to go against them, you felt it, like it felt like it was real, because it's like, yo, he looked up to these guys, and now he gotta beat their monkey asses like they stole something. So I felt like that's what the original movies had right, and I really liked that. And the new movies didn't really get it right because, well, the new movie didn't get it right because I feel like the whole Kirk Connors, which I mean they kind of explained it. They said that they cut a lot of the scenes, like he was supposed to have a family in that movie, and they cut all that out, so he just had an empty ass house he was just staying in, and you know him and Peter were supposed to have some extra scenes and stuff like that, but that's the dynamic that you need in a Spider-Man film. Just like in Tony Stark, like in Iron Man films, every villain has that. It's pretty much like this. Tony Stark was young and stupid, and then he pissed off a lot of people by being a douchebag. And then like 15 years later, they all come back to bite him in the ass by stealing his technology and using it to try to murder him. Which is, it get old after a while, but you know that's the Iron Man formula, right? Right. Just like you know you watch fucking Captain Planet. And every shit gonna start off with like, hey, we doing some shit in Africa. Oh shit, here come fucking Pig Man. Let's whoop his ass. Oh, he whooped our asses. Let's call out Captain Planet. Oh, Captain Planet got hit with a piece of paper. That's some garbage. You can't fight that shit. It's his weakness. And he fall over like, y'all do a Planeteers. And they're like, oh damn, we can't do this shit. So he get like locked up or something. And then they call him back out again. And he like, I win. And then that's pretty much all the Captain Planet episodes. Like, it has a formula, and you can change the formula up a little bit, but it should still be there in the spirit, pretty much. And you know that's what I feel like they missed out in the if that made any sense. That's what they was missing in the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie, where him and Kirk Connors, the Lizard, didn't really have that dynamic. I mean, it was kind of there, but not really. And that's my only real issue with that movie. So I'm looking forward to the next one. You know, the one that's coming out soon, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. It has a lot of great villains. I mean, I was kind of wary about Jamie Foxx being Electro. But I don't really mind too much because Electro isn't a villain that I really cared about. I mean, what comic book was I reading? I forget what the storyline was. I believe it was in the recent Amazing Spider-Man. But like a couple of issues. I don't know. I haven't been up to date in the Amazing Spider-Man in a while. But it was like a storyline where Electro came out and he was like doing all this. Pretty much he was like causing riots by speaking out against the politicians. And I think the mayor of the city was J. Jonah Jameson. So he's speaking out about him. He's causing like revolts, and they were holding like protests and everything. And it was really cool having like a more political smart, you know, seeing that political smart side of the character, which was pretty interesting. Granted, he wasn't a mastermind of the plan. I believe the Senate, like all the Sinister Six, were involved in that, and it was some other guy pulling the strings. But that was interesting. But that's about as interesting as fucking Electro has gotten to me. So it's not really that big of a deal since if they change this character up. I mean, I'm more upset about them changing up fucking Johnny Storm into a black guy, which, I mean, I'm not just like, oh, why the fuck they do that? I ain't watching the movie. I'm just like, why they do that? It seems pointless. But, you know, maybe they'll do something cool with it. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't understand why. Hopefully they explain it properly. But I just hate when movies change shit. So, I don't know. The new Amazing Spider-Man movie, it looks interesting as fuck. I'm glad that they're building up to the Sinister Six. It looked really cool from all the trailer. I'm just worried that the trailer showed me all the movie. But we'll see when I go and check it out. But yeah, so that's another movie I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Godzilla, even though that's not a Marvel movie. But it just seemed cool, and Bryan Cranston's in it. I love fucking Breaking Bad. So we'll see what's going on with that. And then after that, I believe is X-Men Days of Futures Past, which I'm really looking forward to too. That shit gonna be baller. And the only, god damn it, like the only, I don't know. I mean, I really like First Class. I was just watching it not too long ago, like a couple of hours ago while I was leaving work. I was in the break room and one of my coworkers was watching it, and we, oh fuck, what was that? And it felt my butt ass get fucking hit.